Alright, so I'm gonna try and start a video blog. I'm gonna try and make it twice a month. I want it to be once a week, but I'm probably not gonna have time. So I'm gonna try and make it twice a month. Just basically gonna be really about nothing. Suggested topics will be available to make suggestions in the comments section. The description of the blog will be in the description section under the video. So, to start off with a little bit of myself, my name's down there. So, I'm a junior at Juneau Hills High School, and I am currently in the drumline at Juneau Hills High School. I'm also a Boy Scout working on my Eagle Scout project, almost done. And I would consider myself an avid musician, but that's a debatable topic. So pretty much, I'm open to any topics that are interest to you that I could do a blog on. It doesn't really matter. I have many hobbies, Legos, Lionel trains, model trains, stuff like that. Music is a huge hobby for me. I play piano, trombone, drum set. So feel free to leave any comments with any videos or tutorials or whatever that you want me to do, whether it's about music or trains or something like that. Not only do I like model trains, I actually both my brother and I are highly involved with just looking at trains. We'll go down to Fullerton Station over in Orange County just to watch the trains come by. Let's see. So it's the summer. Today's the 3rd. I just got back from a trip. We went to Europe with the family. Visited some places. Here's a map. Show you guys. I know it's gonna be backwards, but Germany's right here. Went to Germany. Went to Paris and France. We have relatives that live in Germany, so that's kind of cool. I went up to Belgium right here. This little yellow one right here. Went up to Belgium, and then over to Austria. This purple one right here. It was a great trip. It took about 3 weeks. There's a lot of stuff to do, and in 3 weeks, if you don't know anyone that lives there, you're not going to get anything done. There's multiple trinkets that you bring home. After going. Obviously there's the classic things that people will bring home. You got your euros, stuff like that. More money. It's a €2 piece. Another €2 piece. 50-cent piece. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they are very high tech, and they have stuff written on the side of their coins. It's rather cool. Then you get some trinket coins. This one right here has a bunch of the monuments that are in France. Right here on the back. You put in your €2 to get this little in the machine, and this machine punches out this little coin. You feel a lot better spending €2, which is almost $3 there, because it's only this little tiny piece. So it's like, oh, it's only €2, and stick it in the machine. They have really amazing technology over there. I mean, they put toys inside a candy egg, for example. That thing was inside of an egg, of a candy chocolate egg. I don't know if you can tell. It says ice on the side, right there. And the ice train is like their version of a bullet train or whatever. So it goes really fast. And the funny thing is that this is the train that we actually rode to get from Germany to France. So it's kind of cool. And the way they do it is right here, where the diaphragms are in the actual train. It breaks apart like that. And you say, well, those pieces wouldn't fit inside the egg anyway. So then they take these pieces and they break apart like that, and then that's like a little piece of flexible plastic, and it just folds like that. And then when you get it out, you just pop it together like that and like that. Quite ingenious. And then, of course, when you go to Paris, you get a bunch of pictures that look like this. And some other ones that look like this. Sorry about the reflection from my light. I didn't even think about that. Then you go to Belgium, and you go to places in Austria, in the Austria up north region, or the Austrian Alps, that are known for their wood carving and woodworking stuff. And if you, they do a lot of religious carvings and stuff like that. You walk into a room and there's like 300, 400 crucifixes staring at you. It's kind of humbling. That's not an exaggeration, there actually is that much. So you get like stuff like this. It's just a little crucifix on the end of a rosary. And the colors on this rosary are quite awesome. So it looks like that. I mean, you just get a bunch of stuff. I got this neat little bracelet thing in Bruges. Probably seeing me wearing it in a couple of my video blogs. I mean, and if you, I don't know, if you ever get the chance to go, it's a great trip. It's very, I mean, it makes you want to stay there almost after you're done. It really does. So that's enough about me. I'm going to move on to just doing a little kind of intro of stuff of what I like to do. I like to play with Legos. I'm very involved with Scouts right now. I enjoy doing model trains, stuff like that. I'm musically inclined. Some people say it's a gift, some people say you learn it, whatever. I take it with a grain of salt because people are like, oh, she's so good. Being humble is a very important part of being a musician. You can't be a musician without being humble, because if you aren't humble and you let your ego carry itself away, you're going to ruin your musical career. One more thing about the Europe thing. This was a 5-cent euro piece. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little eagle. It's like one of those stamped coins. So we went to a wild animal park in Germany. It was in a town called Pottsburg. And what they did is they had a bird show. And in the States, if you do a bird show, the birds are going to be like 300 feet away or whatever. You're going to see the birds. That's not how they do it in Germany. Like I was saying, it's way different over there. In Germany, you're sitting imagine like a courtyard area, and you're sitting there, and there's a bunch of other people, and then there's this guy that has like a bunch of birds. He'll let out like 3 eagles, like 10 falcons, and then like 10 hawks or whatever. And they're all like flying around going crazy. And then what he does is, if you get a little queasy, or if you don't agree with animal cruelty or not animal cruelty, if you don't agree, if you're like a vegetarian or something, I don't know. But what they do is they'll take these dead baby chicks, like baby chickens, like chicks, and then he has a bunch of them in this little bag, and he'll be talking whatever, and he has one in his hand. He'll be talking and like waving it around like this, and then he'll just throw it right in front of your face, and the thing will be like this, right in front of your face, not too far away, and it'll be right in front of your face, and this falcon will just come snatch it right in front of your face. It's quite bizarre. So if they do that in the States and you get hit or whatever, and they're in a suit, they don't do that there. If you get hit, that's your own fault because you flinched or whatever. And then we were sitting down, and there was a bunch of eagles or whatever, and he just flew one, sat it right, or it was flying around and just landed like I kid you not, right here. very cool experience. If you get to go, it's an awesome deal. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. We got model trains, Legos, scouting, stuff like that, music, whatever. I don't have anything like music wise that I can show you right now, but I do have some Lego stuff. To me, like, Legos are great. If you actually do, my younger brother had to do a research project in 7th grade, and he did the research project on the history of Lego, and he got these books, and you read like into the actual history of Lego. It's a very, very interesting to see what they started with. They started off building wooden toys, and then they came up with the idea of what they called a system building. So you have system, and if you're familiar with Lego, with most people are, they'll have stuff like Lego City, Lego, all that other stuff that's going around. It's Lego Star Wars, all this other stuff. And if you're a true Lego fan, you'll know of Lego Aqua Raiders and Lego Power Miners and all that stuff. Those two are actually discontinued, which is unfortunate. But the deal with Legos is once you build it, you can take it apart and build it again, take it apart, build it again, take it apart, build it again, take it apart, build it again. And they come in sets. So the cool part is, you get, like, some of them are very small sets, some of them are larger sets. And so you'll get this thing, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a crane and a dump truck and, like a Caterpillar front end loader. And it's just like, you have to build all this stuff, and then you can play with it as a set together. And you have other sets that are from Lego City. You can put all those sets together and let your imagination grow wild, which is another key aspect of what the Legos is all about. So I'm just going to show you an example of one of the Power Miner sets. This is actually number 1. It's called the Stone Chopper. Not only because it chops stones, but because it looks like a motorcycle. It's very cool. It's a very cool design. And of course, the wheels moving, all that stuff. I mean, like, this thing took like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max probably to build. But you still play with it. It's like, you can use it for so many different things. Power Miners, they had a bunch of sets, like numbered 1 through, I don't know how many, probably like 18 now. Way before they discontinued, they were coming out with a bunch of new ones. So you take all these Power Miner stuff and you play with them all together, because you got 1 through 16. You got, this one, Stone Chopper, Mine Mech, Granite Grinder, Crystal Sweeper, on Cloud Digger, all this stuff. And you just get a bunch of them, and you're all, playing together, and they're mining for these crystals that are used to power Lego City. And it's just, you let your imagination run. They have these things called rock monsters, and the rock monsters are after the crystals because that's how they get power. So you can let your imagination run, whether you want the rock monsters to win, whether or not you want the Power Miners to overcome the rock monsters and take the crystals from them to power Lego City. Great example of how the Lego system actually works. And then you'll have other things, like in Lego City, where you'll get this set, and then you build the set, and like I said, you can just play with it, as you want. And what I like to do is, here's an example of a set. This is part of a set. This is like a bucket loader that I was talking about. I mean, they look legit. This is articulated and it rolls, obviously. So what I was obsessed with doing is taking my sets like this, like they are, just like that. And I was obsessed with putting like these little light fixtures on them, and I would just slam them like wherever I could find space. So when you do that, you put a bunch of them on there, and I just took them off so I could show you what it looks like without all those. Some of them are like really cool. They're like little cone things with a light. It's a light. It's really awesome. And then I would just go around, and I would put them on as many spots as I can, and I would try and make it as symmetrical as I could. And it was so that, you know, he had imagination. I still do. I like to, you know, have my little claim to fame. It's so the thing could see in the dark. Like, come on. So you do it like that, and then you got all these lights now on the back. You know, so he's illuminating his way. And you know, I even went so far as to change these to super bright headlights now. So these are high beams instead of the normal ones. So that's just an example. And then you would get, here's another example of how these sets are not related. They didn't come in the same one. So this big hunk of plastic is a giant dump truck. This was one of my first ones that I actually bought for myself. And it's like a cool model. It's got like moving pistons. I don't know if you can see that very well. But that piston like moves. And as you can see, I added a bunch of lights into the back of the cab on this one as well. You know, I mean, this one's like super tight, and it's got a cab that can fit 2 people. You probably can't see in there. I'll show you on the side. 1, 2. All right. So this thing, and then so you got this guy right here, and then you got something from another set, like this thing. Hold on. And they work together. So he's you know, he's going around scooping up stuff, and then he dumps it in this truck, and then the truck goes away, dumps it, comes back. They make it fun. You drive away, and you go like this, and all the dirt comes out. I've taken these things outside before and filled them with dirt. That's how fun it is. And then you can just wash it because it's plastic. It's great. So we'll put those things aside. Move on to I don't really have any musical things, like I said. So we'll move on to some scouting stuff. Just to kick some giggles. The scouting is a great thing. It teaches you leadership like no other. It's a good pastime also, and you get to go to cool camps and find cool stuff. I'm just going to show you these bees right here. These are from Camp Cherry Valley, which is by far the coolest camp in Southern California. It's on Catalina Island, so most of you probably are familiar. If you live in Southern California, you probably know where Catalina Island is. If you don't, go there, because it's like really nice. So Catalina Island, yeah. Great area to camp. It's called Camp Cherry Valley. It's a scout camp. They have another one on the other side that's called Emerald Bay. And we actually kayaked around the island for like 3 hours to get to the other side, and then kayaked all the way back. That was after we did like a 10-mile, 2.5-hour hike up a super steep ledge that took us like, and it was 80-something degrees outside, so it was great. And then we got to go kayaking after, so it all paid off because you got in the water and you're like, yes, this is awesome. So they make you clean your campsite. You got the campsite and it's raised off the dirt, and you got like these almost like lean-to tents. So anyways, we're cleaning our camp and behind the camp. So I'm going around and I find this thing. It's just an old piece of leather, and I don't know if you can see. It says right there, Camp Cherry Valley, San Gabriel Valley Council. The council that my troop is in is California Indian Empire, CIEC Council. And this is really cool. It has a valley, and it has cherries in it. And there's a sun. So I found this behind our campsite. I don't know when it's from, but you can definitely say that it's from Cherry Valley, and they use it for the same exact purpose that they use this thing for. How can I tell? There's a hole right there. You can, there's a hole right here. All these beads mean something. Geez. for flag ceremony, the blue one's for doing kitchen duties, like waiting people's tables and stuff like that. The red one, I'm not sure. I think some of them are for hikes and stuff. This glow in the dark one right here, it's for, we did like a evening hike. Another blue one, there's another orange one, green one. Some of them were going for, they have like this little, the seaside, like almost like a mini aquarium where they have like these crustaceans and stuff like that. It was really cool. You get to like play with them, whatever. You can get a bead for it. So it's like, yeah, see how many beads you can get. And then we were doing the Kaibo. It's called Kaibo duty. And then like, oh, what's that? I'll just do it. Okay. And then they're like, oh, here's your bucket and whatever, and mop, clean the thing. And they gave us a bead and told it was scratch and sniff. Luckily, it's not. So we'll go on to something else. You get to do cool stuff like this, orienteering. You do courses like this. You can find your way in the wilderness with this piece of plastic right here and some metal. It's called a compass, just in case you didn't know. Yeah, I've met some people. Hey, do you know what this is? No. Yeah. If you ever have time to do something on your own, don't go on your whatever, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Nintendo, your Wii, whatever. Just go do something that excites you. I mean, if that excites you, by all means, go ahead, but do it in moderation, because that can seriously ruin your life. I've seen people that just are like Xbox freak, Xbox this, Xbox that. So, oh my gosh, I gotta buy the 6,100,000 Xbox Microsoft points, whatever. I mean, there's more to life than playing on an Xbox. I mean, I own one, so I'm speaking from experience. If you spend too much time on that thing, you're just gonna ruin your brain. It's gonna turn to mush. You're not gonna be able to talk. So yeah, sorry about that tangent. The cool thing about being in Boy Scouts at this time is that they just celebrated their 100th birthday. And they gave out these cool neckerchief slides right here. Anyway. Yeah. So, I'm sorry I kind of went off topic about what this video was all about. I wasn't supposed to be like a here's what I am video, but it's the first video on the blog, so I gotta kind of, introduce myself a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you want me to do any videos on certain a specific topic or whatever, leave a comment. If I do more videos, I'm probably going to do one twice a month, like I said. If there's one that's 1 week after another, you can go celebrate, and I'll make it like some special quickie, like, here's how to play a C major chord or something. If you have, like I said, if you have any suggestions, just leave it on the comments. I'll try and leave as accurate a description as I can. If you would like to, after I do some more videos, I'll try and do generic blogs and then have more specific videos geared towards, hey, this person wanted me to do, this video, you guys wanted me to do this, or someone else wanted me to do this, you wanted me to do a video on this, and then I'll do a video that's just specifically for that person, that's also generic, but geared more towards what that person wanted me to ask. If it's if it's a specific question that you have, just go ahead and, like I said, leave a comment about what topic you want me to do a video on, and I'll gladly do it as long as I feel comfortable addressing that topic. Obviously, if it's something about Legos, or if it's something about model trains or music or something like that, I'll feel comfortable doing that. If it's something that I don't feel comfortable on, I'll let you know. If I see a comment on a video, I'll try and get a video out within the week. And if I don't think I will be able to, I'll respond to your comment, and I'll say, hey, I don't feel comfortable doing stuff on this topic, I'll try and do something. I'll try to do my best. I'll do some research, whatever like that. I'm pretty much open to any topics as long as it's not like, hey, go scuba diving or like go do Shark Week or something, crazy like that. Yeah. Once I do more videos that are geared specifically towards what users want, what people want, then I'm gonna start accepting email requests. You can leave requests for videos on any comments for any videos on any of the videos that I'm gonna make, and I'll try and keep you updated as I get more involved with my hobbies or whatever. I am here. I'll just so for the hobbies, we got Legos. Obviously, that's only one brand. I mean, there are other companies that make a modular builds type, system build stuff like that. So I'm more geared towards like a Lego kind of guy. Any questions if you're familiar with Lego Digital Designer? My brother's like the king of that thing. He's just like the whole morning. It's annoying. It's what I wake up to a mouse click from downstairs. Anyway, so Lego Digital Designer, any stuff like, hey, I'm interested in getting this set. Should I get it? Is it worth the buy? And I'll do some research, whatever. See, music, piano, drums, trombone, which is generic because that can be any brass instrument really. Let's see. Familiar with Yamaha. I'm familiar with DW to an extent. These are all talking about drums. Piano can be Yamaha can be piano or drums. I'm also heavily involved at church with doing running sound, so live recordings and stuff like that. Running live sound. I'm familiar with mostly Yamaha with that stuff. I'm familiar with a lot of their commercial audio and stuff like that. It's a fun thing to play around with on Sunday afternoons. And then, let's see, music. Yeah, Zildjian. Vic Firth. Shure microphones, Sennheiser. Yamaha speakers, stuff like that. And then for model trains, I work exclusively with Lionel. So if you guys have any questions with regarding Lionel, I just ordered an AC6000 Legacy engine, and it came in and broke promptly. So I sent it into the shop, and so hopefully it'll be coming back soon. So yeah, Lionel, stuff like that. Yeah, so if you have any questions regarding music is probably the most broad spectrum, because I can answer questions about recording stuff. What mics should I use for this? How do I preset my gains? How do I preset my EQs? All stuff like that for recording pretty much anything. Drums, piano, guitar, stuff like that. Piano. What's the easiest way to learn this chord or whatever. Drums, I think I already have a how to tune drums, very brief how to tune drums video on my YouTube account. You guys can check that out if you want. Hopefully by this time next year, I'll have some higher quality videos, both recording wise and putting together wise and editing wise, and then I'll hopefully have some drum covers up by this time next year. That's like my goal. Making some piano recordings and drum recordings and stuff like that. So music is generally the most broad thing, but I'll still answer questions even if it's not one of my hobbies. I mean, I'm probably overthinking it right now as we speak, but that doesn't really matter. questions regarding music. Main thing is music, scouts, Legos, model trains, stuff like that. If you have any other questions, please feel to ask. Comment. That's how you're going to get videos to answer all your questions. I'll try and do some generic videos, maybe even a once a month, like, here's how to do this, you know, kind of deal, just to keep you guys on your toes. So I am going to leave you guys with this. This is mostly for the younger generation, including myself. If you have any ambitions, just follow them. I'm kind of going to go off on a tangent right here. Do a little preaching, if you will. Anyway, if you have an ambition, just follow it. I've been involved with model trains and whatever since I was very young, probably around 7 or 8. Don't tell them I know you're not supposed to start until you're 14. Whatever. So I'm still going strong. It's like something that you don't want to let go of because it's a hobby, and so it's like a collector's thing. So they're going to go fast, and you want to get the stuff you want right away. But just do whatever you want to do. Take your life in your own hands. You know, just you control yourself. You control what you want to do. You control how you want your life to be carried out. Just focus on the things that matter. You know, don't get off track with other stuff that doesn't have any thing whatsoever to do with you know what's important in life. Don't get stuck up over yourself or over something like, oh, you know, this kid down the street has like the coolest car or the coolest like skateboard, or it's like, dude, it doesn't even matter if this kid has some, you know, whatever $70 kicks and you got some $20 ones you got from like TJ Maxx or something like that. That's fine, as long as they fit you, as long as they serve the purpose that shoes are supposed to serve. Doesn't matter. So you can apply a whole bunch of stuff just to whatever your life aspirations are, whatever you want to do with your life, whatever you want to become, whatever your dream job is, whatever career you want to pursue. You know, just whatever it is, just do it to the best of your ability, and then you'll be the best. In your eyes, you'll always be the best. That's really all that matters. So I kind of want to be as generic as I can in all of my videos. I don't want to have to break any I don't want to make anybody mad with, you know, kind of preaching to the choir thing, with doing like, oh, you know, keep it simple and all that stuff. But I mean, there's something to be said about this. So, yeah. So like I said about 10 minutes ago when I said I was going to end the video, comment with what you want to do, what you want me to do, and I'll get back to you if I can do it, or if I can't, and if I can do it, the video will be uploaded within a week. I'll keep that promise to you, even though it may be like 8 days instead of 7. Don't kill me. With that, I'm going to say have a good day, or night, or morning, or rest of the day, or evening, or next day, whatever time of the day you're watching this video at. Have a good time, and check back for more. Thank you.